Through These Doors is sponsored by Shields.
This Thanksgiving, what will you remember? Will you be watching your favorite team win? Will you score the winning touchdown? Will you thank God for moments with loved ones? Will you be eating Grandma's famous stuffing? This Thanksgiving, we choose to not open our doors so our customers and associates can spend time with family. So what will you remember? Happy Thanksgiving from all of us at Shields.
What? We're both in green.
Wait, Chiz, what part do you want to replay?
Me getting absolutely lit up at center ice.
Hey,
for his goal.
Take a hit to make a play. That's teamwork.
I think they cut out my part on SportsCenter though. I was a little mad.
Although UND has had a strong start to the season, strong starts have not been common in games for the men's hockey team. Friday night versus Miami was another example. The Redhawks scored twice in the first 4 minutes 15 seconds as the two top 10 teams battled at Ralph Engelstad Arena. UND battled back to tie it, starting with a wraparound by Michael Parks at 14:36. Then Drake Caggiula led a 2-on-0 rush, scoring a shorthanded wrister to tie it at 1:22. It was North Dakota's 7th shorthanded goal of the season, the most in the nation. But the puck bounced Miami's way 5 minutes later. Sean Corrali corralled a bounce off the back wall to stuff it behind UND goaltender Zane McIntyre for the game winner.
Just one of those nights where maybe it wasn't meant to be, but the goalie made a good save, and I actually thought there was a little more time on the clock. I thought we were going to get a quick face-off, maybe have a set play there, but wasn't our night, I guess. So you got to come back tomorrow, put this one behind us, and just use it as a building block and get better for tomorrow.
Faced with its first loss since opening night, UND was battling for a split with Miami on Saturday night. Looking for a hot start, UND played better in the first period and exploded in the second. Miami got on the board first at 1:07 of the second, but it was all UND from there. Michael Parks set up Mark McMillan to tie it a few minutes later. Then Drake Caggiula did what he does best.
Moving in on Politis. What a move! Oh my!
Heck of a goal. I hope it's number one on SportsCenter when I watch later. But I think a lot of people go unnoticed what Brent Chiswick did to get Caz the puck. He got rocked right in the middle, and if he doesn't make that play, then Caz doesn't have a chance to score the goal. So got to give Chiz a big shout out, and Caz's goal speaks for itself.
Later in the second, this time McMillan set up Parks with a pretty pass. And Caggiula finished it off with a power play goal in the third period.
We started a little bit better, and I just think we were a little bit harder on pucks in all three zones. It's probably the biggest difference. I know those sound like simple, small differences, but they make a pretty big difference over 60 minutes. If you're doing them shift after shift, which I thought we did.
And it comes to Parks, through a wraparound, and Williams
Veteran forwards Michael Parks and Drake Caggiula had multi-goal weekends against the Miami Redhawks. Both scored goals that are destined for the highlight reel.
Oh my, what a goal by Drake Caggiula!
Parks and Caggiula are known for their respective go-to moves, and they both say that one thing needs to happen for those moves like these to work.
I guess the biggest key would just be you know, if you've got to make them think you're going to the outside, and as soon as that D-man turns his feet to face the boards or you got to make a quick change of direction. So anytime you can fake going down the outside and then make a quick move to the inside, you just got to make sure his feet are turned, because then he won't be able to change direction with you. So I got pretty fortunate, and he turned his feet and left a bit of a gap, and you know, it worked out for me. But those moves don't work out too often.
A move like Drake, it's your kind of body movement and head fake movement to try to, you know, make a guy think you're going one way and be able to go the other. It's you know, it's something the guys practice. You know, we a lot of times we'll just do it on a tire and stuff like that, where we're strongly selling, you know, a fake one way and pulling back the other way. You can't just you know, say everybody read you that they know you're coming through against you, because they'll stop you every time. But you have to really sell the fact with speed and kind of body motion, whatever it may be, that you're going one way and be able to pull that puck through the other way.
I don't know, if I try wraparound, I try to do it as fast as possible, and obviously helps if the goalie's down. Really just try to get the puck to the net as fast as you can, as hard as you can.
Yeah, he's not very often on his backhand side. Not many guys can do that. We've known he's got, we call him the diesel wrapper there on his forehand side. A lot of times guys know when he gets that puck behind the goal line, he's got really strong, quick hands and a good enough skating ability to get around there and put his hands around the net and get the wraparound. But on the backhand side, it's extremely hard. Most times, you know, 90% of guys can't make that move in the backhand, because it goes off your backhand, just slides off the front of your tape. But on your forehand side, when you got a curve, it's a little easier to do. You know, some of our higher end offensive guys that have the ability to have a success rate that's you know, palatable to success to turnover rate. You know, you got to give the guys the ability to make some plays, because they're, you know, we get some gifted athletes here and guys that are great players, and you know, that's why we recruit them. We don't just want to turn them all into grinders and chippers and chasers. And, you know, guys have that special ability, and you know, been doing skills since they were little kids to develop that stuff. You know, and you want them to be able to pull that out in the game once in a while.
Big plays are known to happen when UND and St. Cloud State meet.
Oh, I just like the atmosphere mostly. Oh, I just like it, you know. You know, any kind of good atmosphere like that, loud atmosphere, I kind of feed off that. So I think a lot of the guys in the room do too. So.
The Huskies have struggled lately, but have played one of the toughest schedules in the conference.
Been a great rivalry. You know, St. Cloud has really built up their program. Give them a ton of credit. You know, they always have guys. They have really skilled players. Their power play is exceptional, and it's a good atmosphere in that building. I think we've really created a good rivalry between the two teams. You know, with their great success. You know, with them, you know, being top team and us being up there too. It always has been a really exciting atmosphere for us to play in, and we're extremely excited to go there and compete against you know, one of the best teams in our league.
The defending NCHC champs are very talented, which should make for a very entertaining series this weekend.
He's kind of a loose cannon. He loves to listen to music a lot, and one night in the dorms he was just scrolling through some instrumentals, and he started rapping a little bit, and I said, you should make a rap about one of the guys, and of course he did it against towards some of the freshmen, and it was pretty funny, and ever since then he hasn't stopped. He just listens to music and just makes up lyrics.
I don't know, you know, he's a lyrical genius, I guess. You know, he's got some rhymes up there that he just rips off and finds a beat and just kind of roast guys. You know, he got me one time pretty good. His one on me was probably the best, so I was kind of rattled about that, but.
No losing, we're winning, bring the brooms out, we'll be sweeping, then the band plays our fight song, students will be cheering all night long. Last week we battled hard, so we knew we'd be ranking up in the nation #2, yeah, we're UND, plus I know the students always there for me. score goals and compete. That's a hacksaw winning recipe. Every time we're home, it's another sellout. Best fans, it's like a 6-man playing with us. Tickets, yeah, they're not cheap, not cheap. It's sold out in the route. No seats, students waiting all night. No sleep, chirp the teams, yeah, that's all our fans. So tonight we're playing Shutdown D, sniping top cheese. UND scoring, that cheers Trade. Good try, I mean no lie, no fantasy. We'll hang an 8th banner for all the fans to see. That's Trade.